YouTube in the future. Today, we will be playing Dredge. This is a list that I have played for a long time, doing rather well in the meta. Maybe not at Stack 75, but I do for a couple of reasons, and we'll get into those in the deck tech. But we are gonna go through all of. If you are on YouTube in the future, please, if you like this content, take the time, share it, subscribe. It really helps me out. If you're on Twitch, leave a follow. Be greatly appreciated. Alright, let's get into the deck tech. So, we are trying to get 2 lands, one that produces green and one that produces red, hopefully, because those are the 2 colors that we need to make our deck function. Eventually, so the spells that we're going to cast, generally speaking, are Faithless Looting, Cathartic Reunion, Life from the Loam, and Conflagrate. So the reason why we need 2 mana, and one of it tapping for green, and hopefully the other tapping for red, is because of Life from the Loam and our early plays with Cathartic Reunion and Faithless Looting. Eventually, we make Dark Blast, a black mana to cast Dark Blast, or, in really crazy situations, hard cast creeping, extra little, whatever. But by and large, we just want Life from the Loam, being able to cast. If we can have that, basically be good to go. The rest of our deck is just an engine. As long as we can dredge with our dredge creatures, which is an older mechanic that has a storm rating on the storm scale of 9. So they're never going to reprint this mechanic, which thankfully, because it gets to replace your draw step with putting a whole bunch of cards from your library into your graveyard and then putting whatever the dredge card is into your hand. Sinkweed Imp is the biggest dredger, as in it dredges 5 in the format available. And it's just the best dredger in the whole deck. We also have Golgari Thug and Life from the Loam and Dark Blast for additional dredgers. So then, moving on a little bit, Creeping Chill is kind of the new tech. It's basically free lightning helixes to the face off the top of your deck, which similarly to Narcomoeba, this deck does relatively well. This deck is also playing a copy of Scourge Devil to just, really get people on those turns. You're probably going to floop this into the bin and then unearth it eventually to give your creature a nice little Bloodghast and Prized Amalgam. Bloodghast generally trigger Prized Amalgam. Same with Narcomoeba, also triggering Prized Amalgam. Also, free 1/1s, basically free 2/1s. All of this is enabled by Life from the Loam, getting back lands from the bin. And it also, helps along our game plan too. Finally, we fill our hand up with lands with Life from the Loam, and then we conflagrate our opponent for that land. This deck is very fast, it's very resilient, all of its creatures are recursive, and it sees a lot of its deck every single game that it's doing its thing. So, the sideboard is for when the deck is trying to be stopped from doing its thing. So we have Leyline of the Void for those pesky opposing dredge players. That's basically the only time we're ever going to board in Leyline of the Void. Is in the mirror. Not very good against, for example, oh, what is the deck? Arclight Phoenix. Because it only hits Arclight Phoenix, doesn't take care of the ice and what have you. But we do have a very good matchup against Arclight Phoenix anyway. By and large, what we're going to be boarding in is these 4 Nature's Claims, and that's usually going to be our only board, unless we're pretty sure that they're going to be on some sort of artifact, in which case the Ancient Grudge will come in instead of one of the Nature's Claims. More than likely. However, we also have a couple Lightning Axes as an additional discard outlet. Thought Seizes to stop faster combo decks. There's very few of currently formats that are playable. Yeah, Moto just updated and it's being weird with the colors. You have to shift around the cards and they'll fix themselves. Oh, why am I sorry? It's Moto. You guys all know. Moto is just absolutely. Leyline is of the Void again for super fast graveyard decks. Also Griselbrand, we'd bring this in against like Griselbrand as well. Assassin's Trophy is for anything that all these other cards can't deal with, or that we weren't, or a super weird brew that for some reason we need to Assassin's Trophy a land or something. Also, we'll take this in against Tron because blowing up lands good. Tron. So yeah, but we have a really good Dredge matchup. Tron matchup anyway, and we probably will just board in the Nature's Claim. All right, so let's take this into a couple of matches. Dredge is very heavily played. We'll see how badly punished or how salty our opponents are going to be today. Usually, I get a fair bit of salt whenever Dredge is played from my opponent, and today is love to play. Kind of speculative. It's already basically once. So let's plug in again. Leave this with a scry. Thank goodness. Okay. So unfortunately, we're just gonna Bloodstain Mire pass here. We're probably gonna have to shock ourselves and then fetch shock on the following turn. But it should be worth it for this Cathartic Reunion, which will be really good, hopefully, to us. Never mind, we're gonna lose our Cathartic Reunion. Bye-bye. Still, at the very least, start dredging. Next turn. Painful, but we gotta do it. Basically, gonna turn our draw next turn. We draw 3. Not a great start from us, but opponent has Thoughtseize, which is surprisingly good here. Usually Thoughtseize is not great against the Dredge deck, and they're likely going to board it out, but they got us when we mulliganed low and just had one. Didn't have any backup combo piece. 8 rack. They may not be interesting. I don't think that they're going to be able to compete with Life in the Loam. If I had to that. Our opponent just messaged us. They're being very nice. Gonna humor them. Let's get a Stomping Ground tapped here. Don't think they're doing anything to our. Alrighty. Got a bunch of lands put in our hand. So our opponent's asking, what would we do if they could resolve a rest in peace? Let's see. So they're trying to figure out what gets by dredge. He would aggressively target. So yeah, so because of all the card filtering that exists, chances of a rest in peace solving after like ripping my hand apart, it's not gonna be relevant, I don't think. Um, but oops, sorry. There we go. So let's see what our opponent does. Yep. So they're running 8 racks. They're trying to get rid of my hand. So the most dangerous card for them is actually stops their game plan as well as it further. So, all right. So, yep. They just. So I'm gonna try. I don't know what they. I don't know what they're gonna bring in. They're gonna have a whole bunch of. What are they gonna be bringing in? Fight me. Bringing the 4 nature. We'll see if this is good enough. Really, I wonder if Thought sees. Just because I can fire it off. Actually, no. All right, so this is a great hand to keep. Alrighty. Stomping ground. All right. Oh, let's see. I heal spell. Kept. During my upkeep, Nature's Claim. Let that resolve. Mill myself. Ideally, I would have milled them at the end of their, but then they would have likely exiled my grade, gotten value out of it. This unfortunately doesn't get us mountain. Faithlessly. All right, discard Thinkweed Imp Dark Blast, because we know they set it in surgicals, and we want to hold our life from the Loam hand because it's our best card. So let's see if they have additional disruption. All right, so he liked the tips, but I stopped his hate piece, and he likely didn't have any additional hate pieces to follow up with, so he just conceded. So another game. Probably gonna do this in a three with all the decks that we get today. Trying to get some going on. This is Mulligan, very close. Oh yeah. Am I going first? I don't think I am. Yeah. So this is. Yep, this is a great hand. I'm just very good at match. The last land on top. New London Mulligan, we would have known that. We would have just snap kept this hand. Faithless Looting. I think I know what we're gonna bin. We're probably gonna bin Life from the Loam Bloodghast unless this gets Spell Pierce. Which it may very well be. Team Vents. Spell Pierce. Opt. Spell Pierce. Deal. We'll just looting twice next turn. Yeah, so next turn we're gonna fetch a Stomping Ground, likely with Wooded Foothills. All in control. Up now. That's a really unfortunate draw. Okay. If they stifle this, I'm going to be very sad. Alright, Faithless Looting. Thinkweed Imp. Light from the Loam. I just want to get max dredge on, and I don't want any hiccups. See if this one resolves. Hey, they conceded the match. What do you know? Triple Faithless Looting is just too good. Alright. Spell Pierce our looting on one, and we like the professionals. Alright. Love to play first. This is fortunately not a keeper. Alright, let's hope Dredger. If the, I probably should have mulliganed again, to be honest with you. But oh well, live and learn. I'm gonna just get some F6 value by fetching a Stomping Ground stamped. Doesn't really reveal any addition for our opponent. Hey. Another bad draw on Narcomoeba. Not great. Not great. Alright, they've fetched for an island. I still don't know what our opponent is. Likely not Storm, because most Storm decks not play fetches. The most popular blue-red deck in the format right now, of course, Izzet Phoenix. But they haven't played any spells. And actually, I think this is the same opponent that we had earlier. Yeah, they look like an Izzet Phoenix. An Izzet Phoenix. Yep, there's Arclight Phoenixes. Are we gonna get smashed? Bad. Copperling. Alright, so this still has potential. If this hits a Dredger, could be off to the races. A Creeping Chill. That one in the... I think I'm just gonna wait on this Cathartic Reunion. And just try and Shriekhorn again. And hopefully find a Dredger in the next two. Anamorphose. Well, 3 really, because we get to draw a card afterward. We're gonna get hit by 2 Phoenixes, like taking 6 right off the bat. Painful. They don't really have anything that interacts with us game 1, so we should be okay, I think. TM. In the ice. Alright. Alright, well, we got kind of lucky in that there wasn't a Dredger in the top card. Arctic Reunion. I guess Archimede is more. Oh no. Okay. I think we have to pass again here. I think we might just be dead. Because we can't find a Dredger to save our lives. What, 11? 20 cards that we've seen and no Dredgers? Just a little bit of misfortune. But that is what happens when you're playing all-in combo decks like Dredge. Yep. Plus, we do kind of want them to make the first move. We want them to have Thing in the Ice ready to flip. And force them to flip their Arclights back in their hand. That'd be nice. Stop during your upkeep. I should have played this Conflagrate last turn for 1, X0. I think we'll just... Alright. For Nature's Claims. Let's do some house. Trim. More trim. Treasure. Payoff. Probably trim a Conflagrate. Probably. Thing is. Probably trim a Creeping Chill. I think is fine. Get to play first. Not good enough. Very close though. Hearthstone hand. Excellent heart. Keep this. That on the bottom. Hey, got our second land. Now we just need to hit additional spells. Look at that. This is going to be our second match because our first match did not really. Find several pieces. Archimedes. Alright. If we don't draw anything interesting in the next turn, I think I'm just going to concede is they have kept any sort of competent hand. We see a Snapcaster Mage, a Thing in the Ice, hit their bin off their first Thought Scour. Here's another Thought Scour from them where they have Serum Visions and an Island hit the bin. Alright. Golgari Thug. Kinda like step one. So we'll run it for another turn. We could get a discard outlet in the next draw, I'll be very happy. I don't think it'll probably get us there at this point, considering they likely just have interaction and surgical interaction in their hand, and we have a slow start, so they're just going to use it on the first go. Well, if they're not going to do anything, I'm going to just pass the turn, I guess. This feels very bad indeed. Hard cast Arclight Phoenix. Yep. Yep. Okay. Do the old discard trick. Starter Golgari Thug. Our opponent is complaining in chat. MTG Next Level is not the nicest person, apparently. Alright. Nope. Nope. No. We're just gonna queue up a game with a different person. Hey, there we go. Love to play first. Alright, this has stuff, and we like to do stuff, so we'll keep this hand. Alright, turn 1. Faithless Looting. Go. Oof. Alright, so Prized Amalgam. Sorry, Stinkweed Imp is definitely hitting the bin, and so is Prized Amalgam. Passing the turn. Alright. Past our opponent's turn. They no longer have the like warning thing that they used to have, which is really unfortunate, I think. Alright. Ooh, we hit 2 other prized amalgams, so hopefully this cathartic reunion will be really, really good. Okay. We're gonna dredge the Stinkweed Imp, dredge the Stinkweed Imp, the Narcomoeba, dredge the Stinkweed Imp, and yes. Always yields prized amalgam's abilities. Pass the turn. Verdant Catacombs cracked for our opponent. All right. Here we go. Off to the races. Inquisition of Kozilek. Discard to Dredger. Makes our opponent cry. Oh no, you didn't discard our Stinkweed Imp, opponent. You're so mean. Alright. It was Life from the Loams, alright. Oh wow. Find our 4th prized amalgam and 2 more Monarch Amoebas, which will very happily put all of these into the battle. Is there anything that will increase for combat if I dredge flashing back face? I do not have Bloodghast will come back, but let's actually say no before combat. Opponent scoops it up. Alright, I don't know what they're playing, so I'm just gonna go for Nature's Claims, and we're gonna do similar trimming as before. Just do okay. I'll run it. Okay, here we go. On the draw this game, see what we hit. We hit Shriekhorn, 2 lands, Cathartic Reunion, Creeping. I think this is just good enough because of the Shriekhorn, though it's still not. We're likely gonna fetch and shock on our first turn because we have a limited number of uses with Gemstone Mine rather. Grafdiggers. Well, now we're just looking for Nature's Claim. So next turn we'll ditch 2 prized amalgams and just try and draw and find Nature's Claim. Especially, and now that we know our opponent's on Grafdigger's Cage, we're gonna put in the flashback spell as well, because that still can hit Grafdigger's Cage because, oh no, it does not. I'm dumb. It is if it's in your hand. All right. Rid of the prized amalgams. Draw a couple cards. There's our Nature's Claim. So we're going to be back in business in about a turn. So in the meantime, they do have a Dark Confidant that has found a Tarmogoyf, so we're definitely on a clock. We're not going to be helping the race by Nature's Claiming their Grafdigger's Cage and shocking. Okay, so what am I doing this turn? Play a Bloodghast. Can't block. Let's see. Definitely going to be blowing this up. Let's just Let's do that. And a nature's claim. Then we will Freecorn to a Blood Crypt. Then we're going to start milling ourselves, and hopefully we get lucky. We're going to be taking a bunch next turn, though. Very tight clock. So this time we're going to mill them on their second main phase, and then we're going to untap and mill ourselves again. Total of 4 cards before we draw. If we hit a Dredger, we're probably pretty okay. Alright. Why is there not... Oh, they're going to Bloodbraid us this. Almost guaranteed. The only thing in the Jund deck that I can think of. Maybe Kalitas? They're on Kalitas. Come on. Come on, opponent. Bloodbraid me. Oh. Dirtiest bloodbraiding. Alright, that's unfortunate. There goes a prized amalgam. Okay. Now our chances of winning have dwindled significantly. Alright, so we still have game 3 ahead of us. They drew 2 pieces of hate. Really hard to deal with. That really matters now. Did find a Dredger. Good. Ooh, Dredger and... Ooh. Oh. Life from the... Nice. Okay, so let's flashback Faithless Looting. Dredge Stinkweed Imp. Dredge Stinkweed Imp. Put back Stinkweed Imp, Stinkweed Imp. Narcomoeba Trigger. And then we're just going to have a Stomping Ground tap. No, but we would like to return our Bloodghast. So this is going to chump the Goyf. We're going to take 5 at least. Our Confidant is not helping us, fortunately. If we had hit a couple Bloodbraid Elves or something, we might actually be in this. So I don't think we currently are. Conflict rate. Unfortunately, our deck is very threat light. There's only 2 Creeping Chills, 3 Narcomoebas. Alright. So I think our sideboarding is potentially this Creeping Chill. Yeah, I think in this deck, the Chump Blocker and Narcomoeba may be more valuable. But we'll see. We get to be on the play for this game. Also unkeep. This is a forced keep. Put it on the bottom. Okay. See what they got. Hopefully we find a green source. Otherwise we could be in a fair bit of trouble. With the London Mulligan, we likely fine. Oh, and we might just... Yep. There's the Grafdigger's Cage. From here, I'm pretty sure we're. Oh, land. So let's go fetch and shock. Cathartic Reef. Definitely. Oh, what cards are we going to discard? We're going to discard Prize Amalgam and Creeping Chill. Let's see. What's our... Okay. Damaging you. Alright. I think after another turn, if we don't draw anything interesting, it's just going to be game over. Because they just are going to have so much green mana that... Come back in this... Alright, that's the game. And that's how Dredge goes. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose to sideboard cards. Alrighty. So, as there are still no viewers, I will be making... Mono Blue Tempo. So Mono Blue Tempo is the adaptation of Mono Blue Tempo in Standard. It's just a fun, janky deck. See what happens. Fine, though. That's what this deck is for. Alright, we'll keep this hand. So, we have the greedy option or the safe option. I think game one in the blind have to be, because greed is key. Bloodstained Mire, probably not a good sign. That unfortunately has to go to the bottom. Oof. Alright. At least we found another one drop to put this Curious Obsession on eventually. Just want lands. All we want are islands. We have 18 of them. We're gonna find them eventually. Man, missing on that island there is really, really bad for a stomping ground off of Bloodstain. What does that mean? Huh. Tribelder. Okay, so they're playing the blue version of Scapeshift. Don't have to worry. Hey, there's an island. Let's Curious Obsession. Alright. Hey, Siren Storm color, yes. Okay. Merfolk Trickster could be interesting. Stop a Titan. If it's already gotten to it. Damage. Oh, getting frisky with their Sakura Tribe Elder. I'm gonna let this damage happen. Not worth them just stacking it. Okay, resolves. Get your whatever thing. Lingering Soul. That is gonna get a Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce. So they're like 5-color good stuff? Question mark? Okay. Probably gonna go fetch a black source with the Sakura Tribe Elder now. Okay. Alright. I think it's worth it. Play the Mausoleum Wanderer now, because everything else is. And this helps with counter magic with instants and sorceries. They don't have any direct counter magic. Alright. Find your swamp for Tribe Elder. 5 colors, eh? Guess this is the just for. But they also have a 109 card deck. What in the world is going on with our opponent? Very confused. Alright, Lingering Souls resolves. Nihil Spellbomb. Yeah, that's cool. End step. Opt instead of Merfolk Trickstering. Yes, please. Very much. Like me, another curious. Probably gonna slap it on this Wanderer. Ooh. Oof. And this would be like back. Hmm. Curious Obsession. Then I think I just go to attack. And I attack. See how they block. Grizzly Cell. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Still have no clue what our opponent is doing. Take. Thought they were gonna take the Goblin Dank Dwellers. Alright, let's see how our opponent's spirits block. Okay, and then we. After blocks are declared. Vapor Snag one of your tokens. Aha! Get gotten by Vapor Snag. Alright. And we still get to draw a card, which is sick. Yes. Already played a land this turn. We hold Trickster up, flashing in at the end of the turn to increase our clock. So it's a 2-turn clock as it is, so we may not need to do that unless needed. Haha. What are they looking for? Another Unburial Rite. Renegade Round. Kill Spellbomb Path X. So they're gonna try and Unburial Rites. This Goblin Dark Dwellers. That's fine. We just beat him down in the air for the next 2 turns because we have this dive down. Like we're at 19, they're at 8. Okay. Ember. Alright, get in, draw 2 cards. Then we'll see what's up. Okay. Opponent fetches. What are they getting? Another swamp. 98. Restoration Angel. Okay. That on the stack. You're gonna get Dismembered Restoration. Bye-bye. Find anything? Yep. Alright, so they probably are just dead here. Alright, let's draw some cards. Best part of all of Magic the Gathering. Drawing cards. Alright, so now we have 2 dive downs up, too. We should be pretty set to do this last 3 points of damage. We can Vapor Snag for 1 point. And then they have to stop both of these. As well as they have to get through a Merfolk Trickster and 2 dive downs. All of which, well, not 2 dive downs, but either a Vapor Snag and a dive. Trickster can all be cast in 1 turn. Alright, that changed the clock a little bit. Can't cast in Burial right. Okay, then. So I think I'm going to Merfolk Trickster down this Siege Rhino into their turn. Alright. Got some action. What's going on? Can't fight any counter magic here. Assassin's. That's going to get 5 down. Would you like to try again, opponent? Hexproof. Do. And we win the match. Nice. Alright, so our opponent is on some sort of graveyard strategy. So we ordered in Relic. Deprive seems really good against them. Don't know how good Dismember is. What are the cards that are they have a lot of ETB effects, so they, I guess, probably not great. And probably aren't best either. They're replacing 2 cantrips, 2 cantrips. Nice. Let's see how this works. Try some more. This is match 1 with Mono Blue Tempo, the standard deck port. Our opponent is playing with 123 cards. Yeah, this is fine. We have a Tempest Djinn. We have several ways to protect it. We have a dive down. Not the fastest hand, but our opponent is not playing the fastest deck, so I'm not super worried. Oh, and a Mana Leak. Mausoleum Wanderer is better to start with. Can counter spells that I don't like that are, non-removal spells, basically. Overgrown Tombed, it's tapped. What you got, opponent? Hey, have your Satyr Wayfinder. Find this 3rd island for the Tempest Djinn, I'll be very happy. Might have to Mana Leak that next turn. Fortunately. We also have a Pteramander, which eventually will be good. Especially if we draw into some more cantrips. Mana Leak. Okay. Opponent is off to the races. They are behind. We have painful mana base. Hey, we draw into that. An additional island. Oh, and they conceded. So, let's see. Let's go. Play this again. Match two. Apparently, our opponent couldn't beat one mana leak on their milled over Lingering Soul. Is one of their better cards in the matchup, to be fair. But I'm very glad I saw that coming. Otherwise, I would have definitely pushed the board state. I would have probably put down a Terramander, and likely a Stormcaller as well, and just hold up the dive down and the counter spell that is the Mausoleum Wanderer. Yeah, we'll keep this. Protection for our Tempest Djinn, as well as these in succession actually provide a relatively fast clock. Alright. See what our opponent does. Do 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 do. Okay, looks passing. Mausoleum trigger. Siren Stormcaller. This is just the best way for me to make use of my mana. They're going to be very silly if they try to play a not a removal spell that targets Mausoleum Wanderer on the end step. Hollowed Fountain. What hollowed? Okay, Spirebluff Canal plus Hollowed. Jeskai control. Oak Tree. Hey, there's that third island for our Tempest Djinn. And our Mausoleum Wanderer plus Trickster this turn. Alright, let's combat. All my creatures. And then let's set a stop on their upkeep. And then I'll flash in this Merfolk Trickster and try to tap down the Young Pyromancer. Hey, and it worked. So they don't get to Pyromance this turn. They'll be taking 6 on board. Jeskai Ascendancy. Interesting. So they might kill us next turn if we don't find a counterspell. We don't. In combat. Get in with all of our creatures. Alright. Put them down to 6. Tempest Djinn. Pass the turn. Alright, and we have the ability to Spell Pierce 3 times. For instants and sorceries. Or not Spell Pierce. Force Spike. Force Spike, not Spell Pierce. Silly Jacob. It's basically 1 mana leak over 3 cards. Not believe this can counter that. Yep. Alright. Come at me, bro. Let's see if I have a Fate Stitcher to unearth. Fine. Okay. Oh, and they scoop. Okay. Well, that's 2 matches down. 1 more match to go. Oof, great Hearthstone hand. An adequate Magic the Gathering hand. What do we scrap? Island. I think Island is going to go to the bottom. Especially because we're on the one action. Alright, let's see what our opponent can do. Alright, I do not feel very confident about this matchup at all. Games 1. Not feel like. That could be our path to victory here, I'll say. Yes, draw a card. Oof. Another one. I think we commit Siren Stormcaller this turn. I don't think they're going to be able to kill it. Even if they can, we have Curious Obsession. So, that's good. Huh. Alright, hopefully they don't Ugin us. As long as they don't Ugin us, I think we might be okay. Oh, that's a Walking Ballista. All sorts of bad. Walking Ballista. Go here. Alright, attack with all creatures. Draw 2 cards. Yes. Alright, so we get to hold up Mana Leak and Dive Down. I don't know if either will be relevant. Mana Leak might be relevant if they do get to eventually cast that Walking Ballista for however many. Likely won't be relevant. Hopefully gonna Mana Leak their first play. We're just gonna hold up Mana Leak and get them down to 10. Ooh. Alright, that's not mucho. Not mucho. Ugin is one of the spells I was hoping to fade. Hopefully they just cast it on 8. Really hoping they just cast it on 8. Don't expect Mana Leak. Rogue Trickster. Alright. Attack with all creatures. Yes, draw. Yes, draw. Alright, I think to help protect against Karn, I'm going to play a Siren Stormcaller to protect these two from Karn Minus. And then we have, of course, Merfolk Trickster to increase our clock. 5. Still a 2 turn. They're cycling here. Dramatic Sphere. Alright, this is really good for us. Nice. Nice. I can't believe we won game 1. I was not expecting that at all. Very, very scared of Tron. Okay. So Spreading Seas come in. Deprives come in. Spell Pierces probably are not very good. Our Mana Leaks might be trying to cut our Spell Pierces. I think Siren Stormcaller is very. Member is bad. Opter. Merfolk Trickster. Alright. We'll run it like this. We'll see what happens. I do not feel at all confident about this matchup, but hopefully we'll get to Spreading Seas them out of the game. Deprive, Vapor Snag. We're on the draw. This is a really risky keep. If we draw the island in the top 2, we're good. But if we don't... Okay. Alright. Alright. Salamander, go. So if we draw an island now, we're just going to Spreading Seas whatever Tron land we like. Oh, a tower. Beautiful. That would make a wonderful island, don't you guys think? Doesn't this look like a lovely island? As long as we get an island, they get an island. Share the island. Be a comrade. Island? Nope. If that is the case, we'll just continue to Terramander the board up. And, oh, no. Get in there. All right. Island, please. Prior. Oh, nope, they just have Tron. What they do with Tron. All right. Natural Tron, casually, as you do. Strike Tusk. Do not know if we can beat that. Do not draw an island, we definitely cannot. Alright, and that's the game. Okay. Game number 2. Game number 3. Ragtusk. Don't think it's worth doing anything. Oh, that's Ragtusk. But I don't think we can just let... I think this matchup entirely depends on them not getting to Tron and us just, like, stalling them out. Turns just long enough to kill them. Not great, but it has a Spreading Seas, has a Mausoleum Wanderer, I have to run it. Get to be on the play. Alright. Pass, and then we pass again. And then we just go Spreading Seas. 9. So I think we're actually going to be good for one more turn. And then we'll try and Spreading Seas whatever they map. No, we won't do that. But we'll let them do stuff. We'll advance our board. Pass our turn. Alright, let's mine. Forest. Nothing. That's really... Alright, draw a card. Opt. Okay. In there. 3. Alright, expedition map happens. Another Urza's. Yep. As long as we can keep them off of this for a little bit, we'll be good. They need at least 2 more, one addition. Oh, that's not good. Very not good. Opt. Not want to dive down. Not another island either. Curious Obsession. I choose you. Alrighty, here we go. Fine. Love to draw a card. Yeah. Another Terramander. Slap it on the battlefield. Alright, let's see. So if we find some number of spells that chain into more spells, and then I can make these Terramanders big, we should be okay. Found a power plant. Okay. Sylvan Scrying for the last land. Livingstone. Oh boy. Alright. Can't let them untap. Means we probably just lose. Alright. Peak. Firmcoil Engine. Scrying. And I guess we'll just diddle around here for a little bit because we can. Spells. Now we're out of those. So we concede. Alright. Well, one more match with Mono Blue Tempo. This hand is excellent. I keep this. We are going first. Okay, Terramander, go. Kill our Terramander, that's fine. Don't, we're gonna have protection for it. Probably dead. Rift Bolt. So I think it's gonna be worth taking a turn off to play this out, so that next turn I can have a Mausoleum Wanderer in play. And I can still sacrifice this turn. I really want to protect this Terramander. Don't get to draw a card this turn, but we will next turn. What are they targeting? Okay. Alright, that's interesting. Spark Element. Take 3 from the Spark Elemental. Oh, we're just gonna do this again, but with Siren Stormcaller. And then a Curious Obsession on the Terramander. And let's see if we can draw into some more stuff. Yes, draw a card. Another Terramander. Alright. Long way off activating these Terramanders. Alright, this is probably gonna die still. It's gonna take so much of their stuff away. Lava Spike. Deal. Got me. Okay. Hope I don't regret playing this Mausoleum Wanderer out. Dive down. Nice. I'm gonna play this Terramander out as well. Okay. Feel pretty comfortable about it. Damage. Board, and I have protection. Okay, Goblin Guide. Trigger. Okay, well, that's probably just gonna get Trickster down next turn. So we're gonna be taking 5. Huh. Take 5. Draw Merfolk Trick. Gonna play an island. Attack with all of our creatures. Alright, draw a card. Another Terramanda. Like Terramanda Tribal up in here. How many is it? Still 8. Then we'll likely Merfolk Trickster this this Goblin Guide up here in a moment. As soon as well, actually, we'll see what they're doing with this. Do counter unless you pay 1, opponent. Okay. Still have this dive down. Okay, trigger Terramanda card. Whoa. Alright. We're on a lot of islands this game. Thankfully, we have this Curious Obsession, and that's why we're not just dead. But, you know. Okay. Do I block with them? I think I do. Then I dive it down. Yep. I think this is the play. Basically a removal spell for their gain 3. It's not bad. Hey, Spell Pierce isn't bad in this situation. Begin combat. Attack you with all my creatures. Trigger. Goblin Guide block. Merfolk Trickster. Hoping our opponent has a source of damage that is on creature. Okay, at least this turns all of my 1/1s into lethal. Which is very nice. This also might pump fake them if they have another game. Spell Pierce. Hey, there we go. Sideboarding. Dismember is bad. Spell Pierce is good. One probably hard counters. Though clearly, like, it just did. Good. I'm in. What you got, opponent? Rift Bolt. They're willing to Siren Storm Tamer. I don't think that they have any way to kill this Tempest Djinn cleanly, so I want them to use as much of whatever they have on this kind of stuff. I think eventually I'm just gonna slap the. That was a 1 blue, gain 3 life against Mon. Bad. Drawing and letting turns pass is my game, opponent. You can keep doing that all you like. Magma Jet. Not worth a mana. 3 damage or more. Lava Spike. Okay, I think we wait 1 turn, especially with Spell Pierce plus Tempest Djinn. We're probably gonna mana leak whatever play they have. Oh, they don't have. So that we can hold up Spell Pierce plus Tempest Djinn. Go mana leak. Tempest Djinn. Nice. Ooh, what's casting there? I would like. Spell Pierce? Spell Pierce? Choo! Alright, hopefully our Tempest Djinn lives. Not gonna block a Goblin Guide. Comes in. At 5 mana now, that Spell Pierce is probably useless, so I'm glad I fired it off when I did. Don't want to do that. Flame Wanderer first, like a smart Magic the Gathering player, and then Curious Obsession. That maybe, just maybe, I can get him. Get him. Alright. Yes. Alright, Merfolk Trickster. Cool. This deck is so crazy. I'm so surprised it can even win matches, to be perfectly honest with you. Magma Jet. Okay. Alright. Apparently they are doing nothing. Because they were tapping mana, I'm just gonna hold up this mana. Yeah, 6/5, baby. Alright, attack with our Tempest Djinn. Our huge 6/5 Tempest Djinn. Love to draw a card. Just present lethal next turn. I think that's good. Tempest Djinn number 2. Resolves. Can't be countered. Can't be countered. Got him. Get in. 4/6. And then we'll just play this other Tempest Djinn out. Good to go. We're at 14. Nice. Alrighty. So, considering it is 30, but he's really joined up, we're probably going to do... Oh, what are we going to play next? Go even jankier. Do the jankiest of jank. Going all in. Going full jank. Trying to turbo out Emrakul. Try it. Jank, 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 jank. So we have like one tier deck and then like really janky decks for the rest. Hearthstone hand. Kinda. Alright, off to the races already. Going nearly as fast as our opponent is. You get to curve out into Lingering Souls if that's at all relevant. We'll see. Oh no. Okay, 2 mana. So, Burning Tree Emissary from our opponent. See what else they can do. What other nasty shenanigans? Got... Oh. Nykthos. Nykthos. On a Green Devotion. This is really, really cool. I appreciate it, opponent. This Mono Green Devotion deck is likely going to pummel us into the ground. Alright. Well, now I'm just going to play out Steve. Because who doesn't like Steve? I like Steve. Steve. Nice. He's a good guy, you know? Good guy. What can you say? He's a good guy. Our opponent's going to basically do whatever they want, just entirely uninterrupted, and we're hoping that's good enough. Find one. Fast enough. Sakura Tribe Elder is a key piece in getting us there. It will ramp us. So much, man. Oh my god. Eric Wildspeak. Okay. They have about a bajillion million mana now. Yeah. Yeah. What you gonna do with all that mana, big guy? Alrighty. Don't be mean to me, opponent. Don't do it. Insert your life. Alright, what you find? Craterhoof. Okay. So I think we're just dead to a Craterhoof Behemoth next turn. The old block and sack trick. Okay, let's. Alright. Considering they have a Creative Hoof with potentially 5. Can't make enough blockers to stop them. Yes, Doomblade. Good. This is a very budget deck, so. I don't think we really have a chance against this deck, to be honest with you. Has an East hand. This deck preys upon decks that don't want to interact with. Oh no! Not great. Let's see. Stopping ground from our opponent. And we say, throw a Tri-Builder to that. Go find probably a black source here. We only need one white source. And we draw. Lingering Soul. Well, I think we're going to do this. Then we're going to Grizzly Salvage at the end of their turn, as well as Ramp. That's going to be fun. Hopefully they don't notice I didn't Graveyard Hate against me. Graveyard Hate does kind of shut us down. We're never going to get to 13 mana in Modern. So... Plans. Okay. So sacrifice a card, Tri-Builder. Find a forest. Grizzly Cell. Guess we'll take Hangerback Walker. 5 card types in our bin. Hopefully we get... So I can play and flashback a Lingering Soul. 3, 4, 5, 6. Play a Hangerback Walker. Hangerback Walker for 3, pass the turn. Alright. Lose. Kitchen Finks. Alright. Sounds good. During Wildwood, not a good draw. Played out. Flashback Lingering. Play Smuggler's Cop. Pass the turn. So next turn we can start our Air Force with Smuggler's Copter and we can ditch this Lingering Souls for value. For value. Gonna make another counter on this Hanger Backwalker. Bird's Paradise. Alright. Put counters on things. Yep. Probably gonna attack. Alright, so they're gonna attack us with the Kitchen Finks. Not gonna just take our beat. Emrakul, come on. Nope, no Emrakul. This means still in bad shape. That's okay. Through our Sakura Tribe Elder. Alright, get in with the Air Force, all at Nissa. Love to loot. Or basically guaranteed value. Hey, nice. Nice. 5 card type. 5. Untapped land next turn. Ugh. Alright. That's fine. Let that die. Means you're just gonna pass the turn. It might just let our hold on. Have an artifact. So we're gonna let our Hanger Backwalker die if they attack, and then we'll be able to cast the Emrakul next turn. As well as we'll have a whole bunch of blockers. Evil Titan. Two more lands. That indeed. Oof, that's very. Okay. Hopefully they have some utility lands because they're playing this Primeval Titan package. Probably Arden. Also, I'm stupid. Untapped land anyway. Unpunished. Okay. So let's take your turn, opponent. Okay. Draw for turn. So let's start off with Summoner's Pack. Summoners. Is there any way that I can get them to die this turn? No. Okay. Fail to find. We begin combat. Right. We attack with Primeval Titan. Birds of Paradise. Probably both plant tokens. Okay, and then we search with Primeval Titan. Ability, unfortunately. We're just gonna say done. And then we're gonna go to blocks. Fucked up. Alright, that's fine. This here. Magic. Okay. Like to activate it. Alright, there. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da! Okay. Think we still might be dead, but at least we gave it a shot. They have to pay 4 during their upkeep, or they lose. Okay, this target creature you control? No, it's target creature. That's unfortunate. I should have attacked with a kitchen finger. Backwalker. That doesn't even matter. Attack, like, block with a spirit and given the spirit really big. Happens. See what's going on. It makes them manias. Okay. Chaos. This a crater hoof? No. Nick though. Ugh. Maybe I should have just gotten those two. Just to make it less likely to draw them. I'm gonna go to the way. If mana burn were a thing, I would have dealt a whole bunch of damage. But unfortunately it's not. Okay. Okay. What can brew with the in for what? Yes. Take 3. The Eternal Witness back. Okay. Okay. So we're likely just gonna kill this plant token if they try to do anything fancy. Oh no, we'll definitely kill this burning tree emissary. Go in for attacks, opponent. Okay. They are dead on board. They do kill us this. They gotta kill us this turn, if I understand correctly. Okay, Creative Behemoth. Okay. And then we ability. Then we go to like 1. Think this might do it. Intellect. Bad draw. They're guaranteed. They're attack all. Yes, I would like to. Nice. All right, that was crazy. That was crazy. I think our plan is fine. May want to consider languishes. Cut eternal. Cut. All right. Run it like this. I think with language we're better off, especially if we get to ramp on turn 2. After this, there will be one more match. Not at all a pretty hand, but a hand that casts spell. Has to be good. I don't think there's any chance of winning this game now with their turn 1 elf. Last game was fought long and hard. Valiantly even. Just skipping through their turn, getting some F6 value in. Oh, look at Anna. Can't see. Eric. Anna. Five Fofana. Mana. Guess we'll play this out. Our opponent has just so much. Alright, block. Maybe they just have nothing but mana. Who knows? Alright, if that's the case, I think I might just play this Nestle of Nascency. Then I'm going to play this Tapland, and then crack this at the end of their turn. This can get me artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. This can get me. This means I'll be on 5 mana next turn, so I can start casting my lower end threats. Taking a total of 7 here. Down to 12 for our land. Yep. Alright, let's see. What do we find? Fine. Let me draw, opponent, please. Please let me draw. I would like to draw spells. Okay, 4 card type. Position probably isn't very good, huh? It's for kicks. What's going on? Probably the wrong play. Probably should have played Nestle. Fine. Yep. Instead, play Smuggler's Copter. And then Grizzly Salvage at the end of turn. Four card. Emrakul, yay! We did it! Woo! Have 5 card types in the bin, yay! We're dead. So actually, that comes in at 2 hours. Thank you guys for watching this on YouTube in the future. If you like this content, please stop by on Twitch, or want to keep seeing stuff on YouTube, make sure you like, favorite, subscribe, and hit that bell icon because you know how the YouTube algorithm is. Thank you so much.